and welcome to episode 12 of Cloud Tech 10 for the 29th of May 2017. I'm Mark and I'm going to tell you all the latest news about Microsoft Azure from the past week in 10 minutes or less. Two new larger sizes have been added to Azure Analysis Services. The S8 size offers 200GB cache with 320 query processing units, whilst the S9 size offers 400GB cache with 640 query processing units. These new sizes are currently available in the East US 2 and West Europe regions. If you're building a SaaS application on Azure using Azure SQL Database, there are a number of different ways to work with data. The Wingtip SaaS application has been created to demonstrate how to implement a database per tenant SaaS application pattern using Azure SQL Database. The sample application is available on GitHub and can be deployed by clicking this rather obvious Deploy to Azure button. I need to provide some simple details, including a resource group into which all of the components will be deployed, select an Azure region, and provide a unique value here to ensure the resources being created don't conflict with others. Once I click the Purchase button, the deployment begins and takes less than 5 minutes to complete. The deployment includes Azure SQL Database instances, including Elastic Pools, an application service, and Azure Traffic Manager. And here's the sample web application. It's an event listing and ticketing SaaS application, which in its default configuration is set up with 3 venues, each of whom is a separate tenant within the application and each has their own database. This keeps the events, ticket prices, customer and ticket sales all securely isolated from other venues' data. The tutorial includes a number of scripts which demonstrate various aspects of working with Azure SQL Database in a multi-tenant SaaS application environment. The provision and catalog script creates a new tenant. You can review the script to see how this is done. After running the script, you'll see there are now 4 tenants. A load generator script is provided that generates randomized workload across all of the tenants to simulate the sporadic and unpredictable nature of a typical SaaS application. There are several more scripts provided in the tutorial, covering provisioning, monitoring, performing a data restore for a single tenant, schema management, and analytics. Each script is complemented by detailed documentation on the Azure documentation site. You can now import an Azure function into Azure API management directly from the portal. To start, the Azure function that you want to use has to have been configured with an Open API Swagger definition, which is easily done through the Azure portal. To add the function to API management, click on APIs and you'll see the option to add a function app. From here, you can browse to find the function that you want to add, provide a suffix for the API's URL, and that's all there is to it. Your function is now accessible via Azure API Management. You can now manage the patching of Windows servers in Service Fabric clusters using the Patch Orchestration application. This is an Azure Service Fabric application that downloads operating system patches and orchestrates their deployment to nodes in the cluster without downtime, whilst monitoring cluster health throughout the process. The service consists of 3 components. The Coordinator service is a stateful service that manages the upgrade process across the cluster. The Node Agent service is a stateless service that runs on each node and manages the Windows service that performs the work on each node. And the Node Agent NT service is a Windows service that performs the updates on each node, handles reboots if required, and reports status to the Coordinator service. The download link for the application and the instructions for deployment and configuration can be found in the Service Fabric documentation. Once downloaded, a deployment script is provided which will deploy the application to all of the nodes in your Service Fabric cluster. Once deployed, the application can be managed much like any other Service Fabric application. The application can be configured to specify when Windows updates will be applied, with options for daily, weekly, or monthly schedules. Results of the update operations can be viewed via our RESTful API. Approval workflows for Azure AD Privileged Identity Management are now in public preview. Azure AD Privileged Identity Management helps with the management of privileged roles, providing just-in-time access to users and tools for audit and compliance. Approval workflows allows organizations to require approval for any directory role or global administrator role requests and defines who can approve or deny these requests. A user requiring a privileged role simply selects the required role, provides a reason for access, and clicks the Activate button. Approvers are then automatically notified of pending requests and can review them individually or in bulk, using either the Azure portal or the API. When the request has been approved or rejected, the requester is notified, or they can track the progress of their request through the My Audit History tab in the Azure portal. That's all for Cloud Tech 10 this week. Don't forget, tell your friends, like, share and subscribe, or follow me on Twitter. I'll see you next week. Cheers for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter for more.